Now, another important fact, candles do not predict the future. All right? So if you see a green candle, a green candle, a green, if you do 5 1-minute intervals, and the first minute is a green candle, the second minute is a green candle, the third minute is a green candle, the fourth minute is a green candle. And remember, the green candle means, the only thing that it means is that the closing price was higher than the open price. Green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle. Guess what? That don't guarantee that the next candle gonna be green. It also don't guarantee that the next candle gonna be red. You can't predict the future with a couple candles. You can't predict the future with a candle in general, okay? One candle, you can't predict the future. You can't predict the future. We can't predict the future. We can't predict, nobody can predict the future. It's not a crystal ball. It's not magic, okay? And the same for red. You got a red candle, red candle, red candle, red. That don't mean the next candle gonna be red or green. We don't know. We don't know. Cool. Only thing candles show us, it only shows us what the price did. Where it was when it opened, where it was when it closed, how high it went, how low it went. That's all this is. I can't say that enough. Okay? But then once we start learning and we start getting advanced, we'll learn to combine price behavior with things like the trend, the volume, support and resistance, market context, risk, and setups. All right? And that's only going to make a probability-based decision, not a prediction. We can't predict the future. Okay? The most we can do is a probability-based decision. That's it. An educated guess. We can't predict the future with no candles. All right, cool. Now, let's put everything that we know together. Let me go and delete. I said delete. Erase this. I'm gonna leave my cute little candlestick. All right. Now, this is a 5-minute chart. A 5-minute chart for TJP, for the stock TJP. All right. It opened at $40. The high was $41.20. The low was $39.70. And it closed at $40.80. What can we objectively say with this information? We can say that this candle represents a 5-minute chart. We can say when this candle opened, when that 5 minutes started, the price was $40. The price was sitting at $40. We can say the highest that the price went was $41.20 in this 5-minute interval. We can say it dropped all the way down to $39.70 in this 5-minute chart. And we can say when that 5 minute was over, the price was at $40.80. We can also say what color this candle was, which is if the closing price is higher than the open price, y'all better have said a green candle. Y'all better have said a green candle. That was a green candle because the closing price was more than the open price. That's all we can say. That is all there. That don't mean, oh my gosh, go ahead and buy because that don't mean that. I just told you what this candle means. Let me also write it here too. All right. The high was $41.20. It opened at $40, and it's on the bottom because on a green candle, the closing price is higher than the open price. So that $40 at the bottom, because that's what it opened at. It closed at $40.80. So it's on the top because it's higher than the open, and it's a green candle. And then the lower wick is the lowest price, which was $39.70. Y'all know what a candle is. We know what a candle is. Oh my gosh. Now, let's go back to our vocabulary toolbox. A candlestick is what? Information. It summarizes the price movement during a specific time period. A time frame is an amount of time represented by each candle. OHLC stands for open, high, low, close. These are all prices. The body is the distance between the open price and the closed price. The upper wick extends towards the highest number that the price got to during that specific time frame. The lower wick extends to the lowest price that the stock dropped to during the time frame. A green candle represents the closing price being higher or greater than the open price. A red candle is the closed price being less than the open price. I also add in lesson 2. The bid is the highest displayed price that a buyer is offering. The ask is the lowest displayed price that a seller is willing to accept. The spread is the difference between the asking price and the bid price. A market order is prioritizing speed over the actual price. So I want it now. I don't care what the price is. A limit order is putting boundaries on the price and not caring if you fill the order at all. Because if I want the buying price to be $10, I don't want to go no higher than that. And if it never goes higher than that, I'm okay with not making that transaction or that trade. Fill is actually executing the order. An order is instructions to your broker on what you want them to do with your deposit, with buying or selling. The slippage is the expected price, the price that you expected to get versus the price that you actually filled your order at. And then P&L is your purchasing order. All right. Look at that. We just learned what a candle was. And that's lesson 3 right there. So now, y'all already know what time it is. It's quizzy quiz time. Now, this lesson was a little bit longer because you really need to drill it into your head about them green and them red candles. That don't mean sell. That don't mean, oh my God, look at that red. I need to get these shares out of my wallet. This green don't mean, oh my God, look at that green. I'm going to make some money. No, all it is information on a specific time frame. Think to yourself, what did that stock do during that time frame? That's all it tells you. That's it. Okay?